The Great Pyramid of Giza stands alone on a high desert plateau. It is a perfect shape against the sky. For more than 4,000 years, people have looked at it with wonder. It seems like a simple mountain made of stone, a tomb for a king. But this simple shape holds complex secrets. Recently, scientists have found things inside that have shocked them. These new truths feel strange. They make us question what we thought we knew. They reveal a dark secret, not of evil, but of the vast unknown that still lies hidden within these ancient walls. The pyramid is not a silent pile of stone. It is whispering new stories to us. For a very long time, our only way to explore the pyramids was to physically enter them. We walked through the corridors, we climbed the shafts, we measured the known rooms. If we wanted to know what was in a wall, we had to drill or dig. This was slow work. It was also dangerous to the pyramid itself. We were limited by what our eyes could see and our hands could touch. The deepest secrets remained locked away inside millions of tons of stone. We were like children guessing at a locked box. Then, everything changed. Science gave us new eyes. These were not human eyes. One of these tools uses something called cosmic ray muons. Muons are tiny particles that rain down and pass through rock, but behave differently in empty spaces. With special detectors, scientists can track their paths and map solids and voids. It is like an X-ray on a massive scale. This method is called muon imaging. Non-invasive means we can look inside without touching, drilling, or removing a stone. The Scan Pyramids team waited, listening for the universe's whispers. The results were incredible. A new picture of the interior emerged. In 2017, the Scan Pyramids team announced a stunning discovery. Their muon detectors had found something impossible: a huge empty space deep inside the Great Pyramid, located just above the famous Grand Gallery. The Grand Gallery leads up to the King's Chamber. This newfound void is enormous, at least 30 meters long, about the length of a large passenger airplane. No one had predicted such a chamber there. It was a complete surprise. Why was it there? The Great Pyramid is astonishingly precise. Every known space has a purpose. King's Chamber, Queen's Chamber, narrow shafts pointing toward the stars. But this new void did not fit. It seemed unconnected. A giant dark space sealed for 4,500 years. Structural feature? A load-relieving cavity above the Grand Gallery? Or a hidden construction corridor, sealed when no longer needed? Or a secret chamber with artifacts? We simply do not know. The void is a question mark at the heart of the world's most famous monument. The mysteries are not limited to giant voids. Inside the King's and Queen's chambers, there are narrow shafts, each only about 20 centimeters wide. Long thought to be ventilation, yet a sealed tomb needs no air. Researchers connected them to ancient beliefs about the afterlife. In the 1960s, they realized the shafts were aligned to stars. From the King's Chamber, Orion and Draco. From the Queen's, Sirius and Ursa Minor. Orion with Osiris, Sirius with Isis. In 1993, a robot called Upuat the Seku explored a shaft. After 60 meters, a small limestone door appeared, set with 2 copper handles. Later, a tiny hole let a camera peer beyond. No treasure, just another small space, then another stone. The shafts were spiritual pathways, rituals we do not fully understand. Each discovery reveals a design more complex and symbolic than we ever knew. Well, yeah, it's astonishing. For centuries, a powerful myth shaped how we imagined pyramid builders. We imagined vast armies of slaves, captured in war, suffering under whips. The story spread from ancient historians to modern movies. It was also completely wrong. In the 1990s, archaeologists uncovered a workers' town. Not a slave camp, but a well-organized home for builders. Houses, workshops, even bakeries baking thousands of loaves a day. A community of skilled laborers. Workers were honored with burials near their kings. Bones show hard labor, and medical care, including set fractures. Some even underwent brain surgery. They were paid in food, clothing, and housing. Drafted citizens, not slaves. A national project of cooperation and skill. A nation building for their king, their god, their civilization. It's really quite remarkable. While some secrets are about discoveries, others are about sad losses. The tombs held treasures for the afterlife: gold, furniture, sacred art. But almost all pyramids were robbed in antiquity. Thieves burrowed rough tunnels to defeat the plugs and seals. The empty sarcophagus is a silent testament. Science lost priceless context about royal lives. Time is a slower enemy. Wind, sun, and rare rain erode the stone. Heat by day and chill by night expand and contract the blocks. Cracks grow. Pollution adds chemical damage to limestone. Visitors bring heat, humidity, dust, changing a delicate equilibrium. Monitors show rising humidity, damage that is slow but serious. The empty open sarcophagus inside the king's chamber stands as a quiet reminder. A surprising truth, the pyramids are not entirely lifeless. Tiny organisms, bacteria and fungi, grow on ancient stones. They form colored patches, staining limestone and granite. Many arrived with us, on skin, clothes, and breath. Some do not just live on the stone, they eat it. Certain bacteria produce acids that dissolve limestone grain by grain. Biodeterioration, decay caused by living things. Frightening, vast stone, slowly consumed by the unseen. Heat and moisture from visitors help microbes multiply. The more the climate shifts, the faster they spread. Managers must balance access with preservation. Solutions include stricter entry limits and non-invasive ventilation. The discovery shocked the world. These are fragile ecosystems. We must not upset their ancient balance. Beneath all the science, the scans, and the measurements, there is a simple truth. The pyramids are not just piles of stone. They are deeply human, built by people. They represent ideas, beliefs, emotions. Each hidden shaft or void is not just architecture. It is a thought, a decision by an architect or priest across 45 centuries. We can picture bread at dawn, then work at the site. Strength and intelligence moving mountains. Injuries cared for. Workers honored in death. Modern scientists join that story with patience and respect. The pyramids are a mirror of their society and ours. Technology, curiosity, and responsibility to preserve the past. The dark secret is not a curse, but a living piece of human history. We began with a silent stone giant. Now we hear whispers from its deepest parts. The Great Void closed one curiosity loop and opened many more. We know it exists. We do not know why. We have found a locked door, but not the key. Old myths fall. New truths require humility. A complex spiritual technology we only begin to understand. These wonders are fragile, not permanent. Our desire to know must be balanced with protection. We use the best tools, not to conquer, but to gently ask questions. One day we may look inside the Great Void and beyond the second door. The story is not over. The past is waiting in the darkness for the right moment to speak again.